Now, there's another issue that we can address here, which is when you check this last item, all your items are still done, and it kind of feels like they should reset after you finish. So we could come here where we say celebrate sound.play and do reset all, which is a method we've already implemented for resetting everything. And then if I come in here and I check these all again, here comes the last one. You can see that it reset them all, but it happens so fast that it looks like the last one doesn't even get clicked. Let's try it again. Here we go. So it's much too fast. What we can do is use set timeout to delay that method call. So we could say set timeout. We'll use the ampersand trick, do 1,000 milliseconds, and put a trailing callback after that. So reset all will be called 1 second after this line of code runs. Let's try that. Here comes the last one. They're still green. And I'm waiting. 1 second is probably passed by now, and they haven't reset. So what's going on? Well, remember that in Imba, the UI updates every time an event is handled. So when you trigger an event and handle it, the UI refreshes. Toggle item is being called in response to an event being handled, but this set timeout is making some other code run 1 second after that. So Imba will have already attempted to refresh the UI, and then we're going to run this extra bit of code that doesn't tell Imba to reload the UI. In fact, the data behind the scenes has already updated, but Imba just hasn't refreshed it. So if I do something else here, like toggle our drawer, that is going to trigger Imba to update the UI, and we'll see these habits go to the correct state. There it is. So in cases where you use set timeout or some other method of calling code that modifies the data that underlies your UI outside of an event, you need to use imba.commit to manually tell Imba to refresh the UI at this point. So let's try it again. Now I click the last one, wait 1 second, and they reset on their own. So if these were my habits and I came in here early in the day and said, okay, I cleaned up, later in the day I washed my hands, and then at night I go, oh, I did my walk, so I'm all done with my habits, let me click this. Hear my little celebration, and it resets so it's ready to go tomorrow. And because this data is all stored in local storage, when I reload the page tomorrow or open it up tomorrow, I should see the exact same data there. They'll all be reset. And so now we actually have a real app. You could actually use this to track your habits if you wanted.